So we are officially under record. And this is the first workshop. So on Fridays, we're going to have the workshop. Then also on Educandos, I organized the week in classes. So you can find, so a week 1 and each class, week 2 and the classes. So it is easier for you to find the information. So it's the first time for me also to have a course that has so many classes in the week. And so I also had to think which was the best way to organize the material. So I think I got to a good solution. So here you have the main page. This is always the link. Nevertheless, I'm going to write to you. Yesterday, I was just preparing the class. I had a meeting, preparing the class, and I remembered, and I was preparing the class when I remembered I needed to send you an email. Nevertheless, I am always going to send you an email just for you to keep the habit of revising it and for us to keep an organization. So this is week 1 and class 1, class 2, and class 3. This is class 3. This is the beginning. Here we will have the video, the PPT, and then there will be one of the activities is with this link this morning, and then I will continue uploading other materials. So just for you to have a view of the organization of the materials on Educandos. And it will be also organized by units. So each tile, cada mosaico will be a unit. Just for you to keep in mind that organization. Any question? Any question? Okay, no question. Yes, girls? Do you have any question?
No.
Okay, thank you. Vanessa, Catalina, Krishna, Davne, Paola, Romina. Anyone? Anyone came and I didn't say hello? Paola, Giselle, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. Then we will continue. Okay, hello, you can write. Hi, Paola, how are you? Hi, Romina. Now we continue. So the organization will be like this. On Friday, we have class. You receive my email on Thursday. So you already have the link, but anyway, just for you to remember, you have to wake up early. Tasks will be uploaded to Educandos. Again, whatever we have, whatever kind of activity we have will be on Educandos, and you will have the time to accomplish also these tasks next week, whenever, because you will have some activities for Monday classes, others for Friday classes. Remember that we have a lot of dedication to this module in time, okay? So just to remind you, it is not the same as facilitating, for example, creating an environment or literature in which we had less dedication to the module, less periods dedicated to the module. But if you check again the lesson plan, you will see that for this module requires you a lot of extra work. So apart from, just for you to check again, check the lesson plan. We are always working with the lesson plan, remember? Just to have this reminding. So we have 3 classes on Monday, 1 class on Wednesday, which we will be, we will see whether we work synchronous or asynchronous. In case you have a lot of work, you need that time to work, you can do it. And 3 periods on Friday. That's 6 periods of synchronous class with some alternatives, and 5 hours of extra work. So you're accomplishing 11 hours of work in the week with this module. Just for you to organize your week. So this is a big, it's a demanding module. Remember, we need to get to the V2 level with the Professor Karina in a preparation for the exam. You have very little time. So you have to take advantage as much as you can from this module. Also facilitating is a good module for you to practice, read, listen, and keep on practicing. So take advantage. You have a lot of time dedicated to this module. That's why you will have a lot of work. It's inevitable, yes. Remember, we have to keep on practicing. So just to remind you of the demands of this module. But now we are going to break the ice. What is a break the ice activity? What is to break the ice? We say the same in Spanish.
Romper el hielo.
Yeah, exactly, break the ice. So for example, future teachers, when are you going to use the break the ice activity? Thinking as teachers. Whenever with children or adolescents or children of different ages, with adults also. When do you think you use this activity? Breaking the ice.
At the beginning of the year, of the
Yeah,
semester.
yes, Vanessa, excellent. At the beginning of a year, semester, whenever you have a new class, and it can be adapted to different levels. Yes, with adults, with children whom you don't know, yes, or people who do not know among themselves. So there are different ways in which you can adapt a break the ice activity. We know each other by now, but this is the beginning of a semester, and I thought of one break the ice activity related to these two feelings. Which do you think are these two feelings? What can you see in the pictures? Come on, it's speaking. So this unit is speaking. What are these two feelings? Romina? This first, just descriptive, a descriptive comment. What can you see in the pictures?
The second picture is scared. I don't know.
Yes, something scary. Yes, this. Look at this nails. Like this is like a ball, like a horrible kind of hand. Yes.
How can say esperanza?
How can we say that one? That word, anyone?
Hope.
Krishna, hope versus feeling. Hopelessness, excellent.
Oh.
Hopelessness, we will see. We are just brainstorming. Hopelessness, yes.
But
Hope.
I think the first is resiliencia.
Resilience. Okay, resilience. Resilience versus, oops. Romina is right. A feeling of being scared. Yeah. A feeling of being scared. Sorry. Estar asustado. Yeah. Being scared. Yes. So remember, the more words we use to explain, the more we practice vocabulary. So we have to just say our feelings, our thoughts. Anyone else, Paola? So remember, this is a noun, hopeless. I mean hope, and hopeless is an adjective. Sin esperanza, desesperanzado. But in order to make it a noun, we need the suffix ness. ¿Sí? Necesitamos este sufijo. So hopelessness, desesperanza. Okay, resilience is a noun, and we will see which is the noun of being scared. Okay, yes, Krishna? Any other idea?
Remember a word that is fair.
Ah, okay, fear. Yes, the feeling of being scared. Yes, scared. Since we don't have that noun, we can say fear. Fear is a noun, es un sustantivo. What does fear mean as a noun?
Creo que era temor.
Ajá, temor, ajá, okay, okay. So we have two feelings here. One is the feeling of something positive, we can say, hope, resilience, what else? What other noun? That is positive, something positive, because we see the flower, yes, in a place where where it doesn't seem to be good for a flower. And then we have another one that could be hopelessness, being scared, fear. This is positive or negative? Hello? Which adjective? Hello?
Teacher, can you repeat, please?
Which are they positive or negative?
Which one?
Both of them. Just tell me which is which, and then I repeat.
With the flower, I mean it's positive because that means
Positive.
that in the how can I say pavimento? Pavement?
Pavement.
In the pavement, bloom a flower, so that means it's kind of life under that. And
Yes.
the second one is fear because
Anxiety. Yes, very good. That's another good word. Anxiety.
Yeah. Of about something or someone, you know.
Yes, something that scares you. Yes. Paola, it's this negative. It's a negative feeling, of course. Paola says in picture 2, the person is afraid or nervous. Yes. Nervous. Nervous is the adjective. So we also need with nervous, we need the same as with hopeless. Nervous, nervousness. ¿Sí? El estado del nervioso. Yes. Okay. So we have a lot of words repeated and thought of. Anyone else wants to describe the situation here? Daphne? So we talk about something positive, hope, resilience, negative feelings, hopelessness, feelings of being scared, fear, anxiety, and nervousness. Okay, so we have brainstormed lots of words, positive and negative. Anyone else? Catalina? Inferioridad. Inferiority. Yes. Inferiority, yes, but those yes, a feeling of inferiority is also a fear of anxiety, yes, or fear of something. Excellent. So these two, feeling of inferiority, or feeling of lack of self-value, but that would be more related to confidence. Though here, a person who lacks confidence is afraid, is scared, is anxious. So we all understand feeling of inferiority. Yes, so all of these fears, all of these feelings, and we have a lot of feelings related, are negative. feelings, they do not support our growth as people. So this breaking the ice activity is about hope and fears. So you got the words, hope being something positive. Yes, it's related to resilience as well. And fear. Yes, fear, hopelessness, anxiety. Yes. And this is the activity we're going to do in Padlet. I will share with you the link. The link. I have 5 Padlets, I think. How many are we? But we can work either, you can work alone or in twos. How many are we? 6. Daphne, Vanessa, Romina, 1, 7. So yes, we can have the Padlet to each one of you. And in the Padlet, you will write about this, about your expectations. And expectations is like a bigger concept regarding current global issues. And you can see every day in the news, Argentina is now undergoing a big issue with fires in central Argentina, in Cordoba. And yesterday I was watching a journalist, una periodista, just next to the fire along a road and just running, saying, we are going from here, but it was live at that moment. It was very scary, very, very, very scary, yes. She felt fear, ¿sí? Se veía que ella tenía miedo, just because the fires were getting nearer to the road and the cars. And so everyone there trying to fight against the fire, the firefighters and people from the area were just escaping, literally, just like running. Let's go, the fire is coming. So I think we're really undergoing, it was very hot for winter, very hot, like 30 degrees Celsius. For winter, it's a lot. And so these effects of global change, of global warming and climate change are really affecting areas that are very near to us. Yes, and then the heavy rains we had here in Chile, just as the contrary version of having had a drought. Yes, and this, I will use this slide to explain. For example, we saw flood the other day, flood, la inundación. The opposite is, that is the problem in Chile versus?
Why? I don't know how to say it.
Yes, dry is the adjective, seco. Pero nosotros necesitamos el sustantivo, sequía. Yes, so
dryness? I don't know.
Dryness is different. Dryness es sequedad. So for example, skin dryness. Ustedes ven en la publicidad de la piel seca. But sequía, de falta de agua, es drought. It's related. It is related, but it's a little bit different. So here in Chile, we suffer the opposite from floods. The floods we can see in Europe, for example, in China. We suffer the opposite in this country. That is a heavy drought. And in Santiago area, for example, the great news in Mega Noticias was, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. Of course, it was a great news for that area, which has been undergoing a season of drought. Una gran estación de sequía. So imagine we need water to survive. And the biggest city in this country, of course, is suffering from this drought. Okay, just for you to remember that word. And so in Padlet, you are going to talk to your classmates. So we will begin like that. Remember, we're practicing speaking and a little bit of writing. And you will talk with your classmates. So we'll divide you in pairs and you will write on the Padlet. So each one will write one hope and one fear about all of these current global issues that we are experiencing nowadays. And then we will explain this fears and hopes you have about the situation. Okay, so I will share with you the Padlet. I will divide you, but this is a time activity. Okay, so how many minutes? 5, 6 minutes. Talk to your partner, agree on the vocabulary. Yes, okay. Always have the dictionary ready. Always have the dictionary ready, sorry. And this is the link for Padlet. We will see Padlet. I don't think we have used it last semester. I'm not sure, but Padlet looks like this. Okay, I need to find Padlet on my browser. So in this with the help of Padlet, each group, can you see?
Mm-hmm.
Can
Yeah.
you see Padlet? Yes. So each group will be able to write here hopes and fears. So for example, you write here Vanessa. Okay, so one is Vanessa. I have hope. For example, just an example. I have hope. What is your hope, Vanessa? Or I hope. Just an example, okay?
I don't know, teacher.
What is the hope? Any hope? Romina, Daphne, Giselle.
Maybe teacher to have a positive way of see the things when things are bad.
Yes,
Maybe.
okay. Yes, a positive. I hope we have.
Are you calling me negative person?
No. I didn't say anything. It's your no. It's you are free here. We are not judging anyone. You're practicing your vocabulary. You're speaking. Remember that in some weeks you have to speak, so we have to practice. I have hope
teacher,
that
was
we
free.
have. Catalina says that we have a positive attitude towards I don't know, the future. Just an example. Yeah, it's only an example, okay? So you write here and then the other classmate writes the other one and then the fears. Okay, just for you to have an idea on how I am going, and then we are going to see each group. So, I am going to tell you, so you write in number 1, in number 2, number 3, and there we will have all of the fears and hopes to read, and we will be able to talk about them. Okay? Okay.
Teacher.
Can you open the Padlet? Yes, Catalina.
I don't understand good. ¿Tenemos que escribir en cualquiera de los cuadraditos?
Yeah, yes, I will tell you. I will tell you when I divide you. Okay. Let me check. Now I want to eliminar. We can erase. Okay, so you erase and then you can write another one. Okay, check the link if you can access the Padlet, please. Can you check? Can you access
Yes.
the Padlet? Okay, thank you. And I will divide you in groups. So, okay, Daphne, are you working with Paola? Okay, so I have lots. Okay, number 1, Daphne and Paola. Now we are a few. In number 2, Giselle and Krishna. And in number 3, Paola, Catalina, and Romina. Is that okay? Girls?
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't listen, teacher.
Okay. So Daphne and Paola in group 1. Giselle and Krishna, group 2. Catalina, Romina, and Vanessa, group 3.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So you work there. So, but you have exactly 6 minutes. Okay, so don't talk about anything else. So try to find the words and write the sentences. Okay, so you're going to work together. See you 6 minutes counting from now. So we come back again and we discuss your hopes and fears for the situation we are living nowadays, the current issues. Okay. So Paola, can you also write on Padlet so we have all of your opinions? Okay, and I will be, Romina also wrote, okay. So you have Padlet 1, Paola, Krishna, okay. So it is getting, we're getting your opinions, okay. So who wants to start? Damne, can you speak? Can you explain your
Okay.
your comment? Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
we listen to you.
With Paula,
Mm-hmm.
shared our fear.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we shared fears. Which are
Mhm.
those fears? Mm-hmm.
This is the fear. Today in the world there is problem
Mm-hmm.
because in the winter we have a high
Temperature.
temperature
Mm-hmm.
like in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
This is a representation about the climate change and the global warming. This is a fear, but the
Hope. Yeah, you can write down there, Daphne. Yeah, you can also
Okay.
write here. Yes, we hope. ¿Qué es lo que esperamos? Okay, we hope. Mm-hmm. After you, before you write it, can you tell your hope? Do you have it to share?
But for example, in Chile, in this week, have much rain.
Mm-hmm. We
So
didn't
this is a
we didn't have.
No, es que, a ver, claro. No, es que, por ejemplo, en esta semana ha llovido mucho, entonces es como
In this
una
week.
esperanza.
Mm-hmm.
Ujú.
Okay, so the biggest fear, who is, okay, so Daphne and Paola think. So Paola and Daphne, but we hope in Chile there is a hope because this week we have much rain, yes. So this is a little hope that these changes in climate will be overcome. Yes, excellent, Daphne. Excellent. Next, Romina. Would you like to share your fears and your hope?
Yes, my fear is the Afghanistan problems are so great that they create a war with the other countries because it's a big problem and
A political problem, yes, political problem, yes. So it's another current issue that is calling our attention nowadays. Yes, and what do you hope? Yes, this is the problem.
I am hopeful that the problem can be solved without
reaching a war. Yeah, exactly. And that can bring, yes, of course, that's going to bring many other problems, not only for political problems, but problems of other kinds as well with other countries, with the people still living in that country, and there's precarious situation already, yes. So yes, it's a great fear. Yes, I think it's a great fear. Yes, then Catalina. We have more. Yes, thank you for writing.
I read.
Yes.
Okay, my greatest hope is the way of I will teach to my future students, turning them into a good people related with our environmental awareness education.
Yeah, very good.
And my greatest
fear.
¿Cómo era?
Fear.
Greatest fear is the irreparable global warming.
Okay. We will see irreparable global warming. Yes, so all of the problems we have already caused to the environment that we cannot go back. Probably we won't be able. We won't be able to repair all the damage done. Yes.
I think that it is not in our hands.
No, not in your hands. No, not in our hands. Yes, exactly. And the same as what Romina says, it's not probably in our hands also to solve deep political problems in countries like Afghanistan. I was watching a long documentary with in two sections, let us say, in which just part of the history is just so painful of the changes and the problems they have had to go through. That I don't think it's possible. Probably it's not in our hands. Very good expression. To help as an international community with to help with these internal problems of the country, but also with all the damage there have been done to civilian population and everything in the hands of other people. Yeah, so we have damaged civilian populations because of extreme beliefs, but also we have damaged the environment, and everything we are doing is against our own well-being. Yes, so all of these actions are against humanity itself. Okay, so we have to think of that. It's in our hands. And Catalina has a right point. Teach children, yes, teach children who are the future to be aware of these problems and how they can be agents of change for the positive, yeah, with a positive view, and not just continue destroying the world. Excellent, girls. Then we have Giselle. I do not know, there is an anonymous. I do not know whether it's Giselle or Krishna.
Yes.
Krishna?
I am.
Yeah, you are the first one. Okay.
Okay.
Can you explain?
One of the biggest fear that I have, and this fear is on the top, if I'm honest. So the people do not take care of the environment, and there is really no way out of this climate change. I don't know if you know that, well, in the news appears that we cannot regret at this point, but we can change the things. So
to solve it, we still can stop at the point.
Yes. And the only hope that I have is that we can have time. Well, we have time. We can change the things and we can solve the problems. So that is the only hope that I have.
Yes, so that is still our hope that we stop damaging the environment and we can have some changes. Yes. Though we can't solve the problems we have already caused, yes, to the past. Yes, Giselle, we listen to you.
Okay, I hope that each person, especially the big industries, take awareness or role with planet, and my fear is that anyone not do.
Yeah, will not do this. Yes, so that they become aware of how industries are destroying the world. Yes, and there are not only I do not people, yes, but think of whole countries who denied the global warming issue or the climate change. And so you think the problem is really huge. ¿Sí? Eso es un problema que nos ha excedido porque países enteros negaron, ¿verdad? El cambio climático. Entonces, it's not only individual people, but we can do a lot with a little seed, with education, the little seed that we plant in children. Yes, being metaphorical. Okay, Vanessa, can we hear you? Your opinion?
Can you listen to me?
Yes, loud and
Okay.
clear.
It's the washing machine next to me, so the noise is big. My hope is that people could find their own kindness and make them be aware of nature and people and make change in the way they behave in related with the world. And my biggest fear is the summer fires, and that the firefighters can control it, because the last year the último año, who can I say the último año?
In the last year, 1 year? In the
No,
last
varios.
In the last years.
The last years, we as firefighters, we couldn't fight the fire because it was too big and fast, and we don't have the machines or trucks, fire trucks, I mean, and the water, because now water is like something like a treasure. And
yeah, precious, yes, because of lack of rain. Yeah, the lack of rain.
And industries to get land, they burn the ground to have and buy the space that they burn. So
yes, so yes, exactly. So lots and lots of problems that amount to each other. So we don't have water to fight the fires, and this can be a threat for Chile as a country because of the drought. What we were saying, drought. And you don't have water to fight the fire. Yes, it's a problem. And Vanessa has experience as a firefighter. So that's a great experience you're having, Vanessa, to share with us. So thank you. So I think we all need to have a little hope, that we will be able to solve the problems that we are currently afraid of. Yes, to have a better future. But we have seen in these last years that life, how different issues have influenced our lives in such a way that, for example, now we are having virtual classes, or that is, at a certain point, this country was in a great turmoil, and with social demonstrations that also brought about necessary changes. So this is a world that seemed to be very quiet and peaceful, but it's not anymore. And we have to learn to live, and always bring hope to the new generations, that they will have a better life and a better world. So remember, Vanessa was trying to say that the fire was fierce. Remember this awesome language? Fierce fires. So these fierce fires son más que grandes o más que peligrosos, son como feroces. A kind of translation that we can say fierce fires by saying they are very bad, very dangerous. Fierce fires, yes. And so that collocation is possible. Okay, so by the end, I will add these words in a slide. So with awesome language and collocations that you can also practice and try to remember to use in classes, and also to improve your vocabulary. So now, a little diagnostic test. Yes, test your English. So at this point, how are we with our English. Okay, we know that since last year we have become conscious that we needed to reach high levels of proficiency in English. And therefore we need to be always monitoring how we are progressing. What we also think of strategies, how we are going to improve that. So we will have strategies for vocabulary, for example. We will discuss the evolution of the skills, the development of skills as well. And we have become very conscious. We don't have to be too anxious. Remember what we talked about on Wednesdays, you know, subir nuestros niveles de ansiedad. We don't need to be too anxious, but we need to be aware. We now learned that word, aware, conscious, that we always need to be working towards the future, going a step forward every day with our English. Okay, so you will take an English test online with a link. That's the link I showed you on Educandos. It will be part of the materials for this class. And let us remember that on Monday we talked about the C1 level, which is the objective, but at this level, a B2, what can you do with B2 level? Why is this important that we accomplish this goal? Because by getting the B2 level of proficiency in English, you can understand the main ideas of complex tests or intermediate, upper intermediate texts on both concrete and abstract topics. Now we have been talking about abstract topics. Yes, we have been talking about abstract nouns, fear, anxiety, hope, hopelessness. And you can, so once you start understanding abstract topics, you can understand environmental awareness and topics that are not everyday life or just talking about concrete matters. Yes, the chair is big, something like that. Okay, so you have gone further that level, and now you can include also discussions in the field of specialization. So in facilitating, for example, you will be able to talk about the methods, about the theories, of course, the approach, but also methods, techniques. So you begin talking about specific topics in your field. Yes, now because we are in education, but if you were in medicine, you will also be able to talk about medical issues. So you can also interact with fluency, and we have seen, and there is a little technique we used in the previous discussion. So first of all, you could discuss with someone, write some ideas. So that's a good, also a good technique to be able to speak later, once you organize your ideas. And that is why in the lesson plan I wrote, you're going to develop a presentation, an oral presentation, but you will do it by writing, by organizing your speech. It's not that you just, one day you wake up 9 o'clock in the morning and you start speaking. No, you will prepare for that. So this is a great skill, yes, to begin practicing your fluency, also being spontaneous, because at some point you also speak spontaneously, yes? And you can interact with each other and also with native speakers. Yes, probably if a native speaker came now and you could be able to talk to this person, just not being scared or just knowing 2 or 3 words. Okay, so we can, hopefully we can have this experience as well. You can produce also detailed text. So now you will be able to write, and you wrote the sentences in Padlet are quite detailed, yes. You can talk on different topics. You can read more. You can read about this natural, environmental awareness, but you will be able to read about the pandemic, about Afghanistan, about political issues. So you expand education, of course, you expand, yes, your subject, and you can explain your viewpoint, Yes, this is what we were doing. We were explaining our position, opinion, point of view, advantages, disadvantages. So as you can see, you're already at this level. Yes, but we have to be sure, standing there and knowing exactly what is missing, some things I don't understand, and so I take notes, and to take actions. So the next task is, you do this, it takes some minutes online, you finish, take a photo of the final comment that comes at the last, when you finish something, you will read something there, take a photo. That photo will be uploaded to a task that I will create on Educando, so for me to know exactly your results. And we will comment, but you are not just doing this absent-mindedly, ¿sí? No es hacerlo así sin pensar. So be aware, ¿sí? Ahora ya sabemos esta palabra. Todos conscientemente, because you will have to answer some questions, okay? So I will share the link with you. So take the exam, but have some a notebook and a pen, and write down some things that, or a word or a sentence that, what is this? I never saw this before, okay? So every exercise we do, please try to have, take notes, yes, so that we can later take those topics. So be aware, okay? So you are going to do the link, you have it there, take the photo by the end, but you will be also asked to reflect. Okay, so about which topics? So after the test, what comments do you have regarding the test? Is it easy for you? You were easy answering, oh, this is easy. Or no, I was wondering some words I didn't understand, or probably this question, you copy the question, I do not understand the structure, I do not know what it is. Which questions were easy or difficult? Please, so you're taking the test, but you are doing a little work of analysis, okay? So meta-linguistic, remember, meta-linguistic analysis. What topics were difficult? So this question about the weather, I couldn't understand it. So, oh, this question about, I don't know, whatever, or just write there, what is it that you don't understand? And what strategies would you implement to continue improving your knowledge or skills before you sit for the OPT B2 level? Because in the OPT, you already know the exam, you will have a section like this about questions, answers, and clicking, just choosing an option. You also have other sections, the section in which you complete a text, and the section listening, yes, section. So if you can think beforehand, okay, we will be doing different kinds of tests, just quick ones or more complex ones, so that you can think what else could we be doing to improve this situation. Okay, now, so you will take around 10 minutes, yes? Do the test consciously, be aware, not just choose whatever, no. Be aware, be conscious, and have some comments about these issues.
Teacher, okay. How many questions have the test?
I think 20 questions. Some of them will be easier than others. Yeah, so it will take 10, 15 minutes. Make annotations, yes, take notes, because this is useful for all of us. Okay, so 15 minutes. You have, do you all have the link? Can you access the links? Can you access the link? And start doing, okay, so in 15 minutes, more or less, we can, or you can also go to the restroom, please, and then do this. It would take 10 minutes because you are annotating, okay? This word, something that you can see there. Okay, So 15 minutes, let us see, we meet again at 10, 25 past. Okay. Okay, okay, girls, see you in 15 minutes. Okay, which comments do you have of the test? Okay, what comments do you have regarding the test you have taken? Anyone would like to comment?
It is kind of tricky.
What does it mean?
I mean that the questions say something. If you don't pay the enough of attention, you can get lost. So you have to be careful to read it.
Because the questions, yes, because there are different levels. And we saw a little bit of this probably, yes, I think we saw this last year in last September when I presented the test to you, the OOPT. Wait a minute. I need to install something. Okay, so when I presented to you the OOPT, I also told you, take into account that the language is not only the syntactic arrangement that you see here. So we have different levels of understanding of a message. So you have the words, the actual words that you have there. Then you have, wait a minute. I am working with two computers. So on the one hand, you have the actual words you can see, read or listen, and also you have an implied meaning. So questions appear to mean, as Vanessa says, to mean something literal, yes, a literal meaning, literally, but they imply another meaning from the speaker or the one who produces the discourse, the piece of discourse. Or they imply another meaning. Remember that we have also what the syntactic words and the words word by word mean. You also have a semantic level to understand what do they really mean by these words, and also another level of pragmatics that implies when do you use this piece of discourse. So you have to analyze all of these levels, and the more proficient you are in this, the more levels you're going to achieve, yes? So level C1 implies a high level of understanding of all these different meanings. Okay, so be careful with this. We are going to see that. Which questions were easy and which were difficult of what you did? Romina, for example, what can you say in this question? This topic?
For me, how can I say intermedio? Because it's not easy. Intermediate, I think.
It's not very difficult, it's intermediate difficulty.
Yes, because it's not easy.
Not easy, but no. At an intermediate level of difficulty. Okay, excellent. So intermediate level, yes. So you need to pay attention to what Vanessa is saying. So the more, the higher the level, the more attention you pay to this. ¿Sí? Más alto el nivel, más atención a estos diferentes niveles de significado. Okay, so pay attention, yes. So it's not only what you literally read there, yes. All right, so we will write in another color, okay. Which topics? Could you write down any question, any topic that you read in the questions that was difficult, more difficult or easier? More easy,
I have a question,
easier?
but
Yes, Romina.
¿puedo decirlo en español para expresarme mejor?
Ajá. Okay.
Okay. Se supone que cuando uno tiene como una pregunta, hay alguna, vuelven como a su estado natural algunas palabras, ¿cierto?
Una pregunta, ¿cómo estado natural, Romina?
Lo que pasa es que, por ejemplo, hay algunas palabras que se cambian.
Claro, se cambian de orden para hacer la pregunta.
No de orden, sino que, por ejemplo, se le agrega una ed.
El irregular y todo eso, did.
Claro, dependiendo cómo sea. Ajá. Que si es una estructura de una pregunta, ¿me estás diciendo? Y la respuesta.
No. Por ejemplo, los verbos. En el
Ajá.
tema de los verbos, vuelven a su estado original. No sé si me explico.
Claro, porque tienes un auxiliar. ¿Sí? Eso es lo que me estás preguntando. Por ejemplo, what answer, what question, por ejemplo, what question did you answer? ¿Sí? Y ahí vos me estás diciendo que el verbo answer vuelve a un estado, o sea, natural, claro, porque está el pasado en el auxiliar. ¿Es esto lo que me estás preguntando, Romina?
Sí.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, eso sí sucede. Yo acá tengo el verbo en infinitivo porque tengo un auxiliar de pasado. Y cuando contesto en pasado. I answer question 1. Yes, question 1. For example. Is that what you meant? ¿Era esto lo que querías decir?
Yes.
All right. Ajá. And did you see these cases in the test? Is this the case you saw in the test? ¿Vieron este caso en el test? Or which topic was easy or difficult?
To me, was the tricky the part when I don't know if the chiquilla appeared, but was does Sally go to the concert? Go Sally go Sally goes. So was kind of tricky.
Yes, because you needed to complete different sections of the sentence.
Yeah. Finally, I could, but I thought a lot about it.
Yeah. Yes, because of different sections. Yes, because you have everything and you have to place one structure in one section of the sentence and another structure in another section. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But that's only until you discover the organization. Yes, but that can happen. Not every test is the same or has the same organization or lack of organization. Yes. So do not worry. It's just a layout. ¿Sí? Es como el formato que le dieron, pero it's not something you don't know. It's not because you don't know the language. Yes. It's only the layout. Yes.
Para mí, no sabía eso del das, el go, como me aturdí entera. Pero al final como dije, ya, a lo mejor das es como ya puse das primero. Y
auxiliary.
Sí, dije ya, entonces,
exactly.
y al final era ese, pero fue como prácticamente por corazonada.
So question order. So this is the topic Vanessa is referring to is question order. ¿Cuál es el orden de las palabras en la pregunta? Yes, Vanessa? Am I right? Yes. So question order. Okay, we did last year. We did a little bit. We're going to revise. This is a good topic to add to these workshops. Yes. Question order and answer order. The same as Romina was saying. Yes. ¿Cuál es el orden de la pregunta, de la respuesta? ¿Cómo son las palabras? Yes. And words, word formation, word declension or formation, not formation, but declension, yes. So word declension, that means, when do I have the past tense added to the verb? Yes, in that case, the word has a suffix, yes, and changes, just because I need to signal the past tense, for example. So all of these topics we need to discuss again. So these are very good topics. Anyone else has any topic, any question, any structure that was difficult? Krishna, Paola, Davne? What do you think? Just tell me if I add something. And what strategies can you think of implementing? Doing more tests like this, revising grammar, and then doing tests?
Yo creo que el test estaba bueno como lo partimos, pero después a la hora de que pide registrarse, como que corta la motivación. No, pero igual tiene como distintos niveles que uno puede ir desbloqueando. Se parece como a Duolingo.
Ajá, como Duolingo, okay.
Sí,
Revise,
pero igual está bueno.
Yes, excellent. Yes, the idea is that you keep on doing this kind of links, yes, reacting to these links, because it's extra practice for you. And this is something good that Daphne says, that so as to keep motivation, this test acts as Duolingo, so that if you have achieved the B2 level, then it invites you to another level, yes, as a game. And so you feel more confident, ¿sí? Más seguro, more confident, and you can do the test, and then you learn more. Yes, unconsciously you're learning a lot. Krishna says we need to revise more grammar. Yes, Krishna, that's we're here for. We are here for that, for revising grammar, for analyzing all of the grammar topics specifically. Yes, we are today we are doing revising other skills, but we will be revising grammar, vocabulary, of course, trying to support you from every side, so that you finally improve and goes this step forward that you need. Yes, so continue. I think if you continue accessing links and practicing, continue accessing links and practicing is a good idea for you to keep on connected, yes, and finding this and getting this feeling you are like in a kind of game, so it's not so boring or tedious. Yeah, so internet gives us these wonderful tools that are interactive, and I give you the idea of being more, yes, interactive, more participative, yeah? And not just in the old way. Yes, keep practicing. Yes, exactly, Paola. Yes, this is the conclusion. Keep practicing. Keep doing practicing, doing all of the exercises, accessing the links, downloading PDFs that we will have by the end, and just doing as much as you can, as much practice as you can. Okay, so another thing we're going to revise. So a big topic we have to revise is the questions. So I have that for next workshops. And sentences. Okay, sentences is a basic unit in the language. We need to distinguish one sentence from the other. We have been doing little short exercises about this last semester, and we will keep on doing more exercises on this topic. So keep aware that you will be writing by the end of the semester, you will be writing a short essay. So you need to be aware of sentences. Yes, apart from tasks, apart from everything we do, also the tasks that you will be preparing to speak, even that task that I am writing in order to be able to prepare my oral presentation needs to be written respecting sentences, yes, because I need to speak in a comprehensible way. And by dividing in sentences is easier. It is easier to understand. Okay, but for doing this writing activity, first, we will be in groups again and discuss. Yes, we will discuss a video by CNBC. This is a website in the lesson plan in which you can find out lots of news and discussions about environmental issues. But CNBC is an American TV channel. It's a big company, and so you can find news on every topic. So watch the following video. We are going to watch the video together. You will discuss in your groups in order to prepare a short writing piece about your reflections. You will write about 100 words. Write 100 words approx. We are not going to count one by one, but remember, you're writing more and more. This is just an exercise, yes. And you will use the vocabulary practiced. Remember the vocabulary we have been practicing in relationship to the topic of environmental awareness. So we will revise that vocabulary. We have it from the previous class, remember? You need to have it there in a folder, yes? Keep the vocabulary near when we are working. We are going to revise vocabulary, and we're going, because the video has written language, not spoken language. And then you will be able to write, and we will analyze the sentences. Okay. So let me copy the link, and we will be able to watch the video and discuss a little bit. Okay, I know I have it. Sorry. I have it in my browser. No. I have it here. Okay, ready. So it doesn't have sound, but it has written words. So I hope you can see and you can read. 10 seconds. Okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you will be able to watch it again just to revise vocabulary. Yes, so you will be able to watch it again. Don't worry. The one on okay, deforestation in Brazil. So the name is, let me check. Deforestation in Brazil's Amazon rainforest just hit its highest level in 12 years. All right. So we go back. So which words could you see that you know or you remember, or we need to remember? We need to explain extra. Word bank. Okay. Which words?
Target.
The target. What is a target? Oh,
I have no idea.
what is a target? Okay, it is.
It's not that like cuando uno como que le apunta algo y como que
That's one. An object. An objective.
Objetivo.
Yeah, that's a target. Yeah, so they have a target whether to protect or not. You will see again. Yes, read again the words. Then it says deforestation. What is deforestation? And you can check on the dictionary, in the online dictionary. Deforestation. Can anyone check? Google dictionary can give you also the history of the word. Deforestation. Dictionary.com. Here we have it. What is this deforestation? You have it in Spanish. It's very similar.
Y la deforestación.
Yes, exactly. So it's a coñet. It's a good friend. Very similar in Spanish and English. But in English,
¿Cómo se decía esto, profe? Cuando las palabras eran el mismo que en español, no me acuerdo el término.
Cognados. Excellent. Yes, coñet. Coñet o cognados. Algunos son falsos cognados, false coñet, or good coñets, or also we used to explain like good friends or bad friends. Yes, when they are bad friends, it's because they are not coñets. Son falsos cognados. But this is a good friend. Deforestation es deforestación en español. And what does it mean in English? The clearing. What is to clear? What is clear as an adjective? What is clear? ¿Qué significa clear como un adjetivo?
Claro, algo claro.
Claro, yes. Y como verbo, to clear.
Claridad.
Claridad, como dar, como, sí, pero en el sentido de, sí, dar claridad, pero dejar claro sería como, pero también en el sentido de limpiar, pero en este caso es negativo, ¿verdad? Limpiar, dejar claro, destruir, ¿verdad? Porque estamos dejando en claro un área natural. So the clearing or severe thinning of a forest, o sea, la reducción de un bosque, or other wooded area, ¿sí? O una selva, algún área con madera, leaving new or no trees. And you can see in the images, deforestation, so they are destroying, yes, so they're clearing that area, a wooded area, so a forest, to do something else in that land, yes, to go on to farming or mining. ¿Sí? El objetivo es dedicar esa zona a otras acciones. Yes, Krishna.
What is the meaning of thinning?
Thinning, reducción, hacer delgadito, fino, yes, delgado, thin. Si yo lo reduzco, lo vuelvo más delgado. Eso es como también un sentido figurado. So, deforestation is the clearing, thinning. Okay, this is not, this is a slash. I want to write a slash. Thinning of a forest or wooden area. ¿Sí? Un área con madera, un área con bosque. That is deforestation. Yes, this prefix means take out, diminish. The same as in Spanish. Okay, any other? Okay, rainforest. Have you noticed this word, rainforest? What is the rainforest? You can look it up.
Forestación.
It's a forest, but it's like a kind of wild forest. It's like un bosque tropical. But if you check in the dictionary, can you check in the dictionary and tell me? Carbon dioxide. Anyone can check? Paola, can you check carbon dioxide? Farming and mining. Okay. Okay, rainforest, have you found? Dictionary.com. Es un tipo de bosque específico. Rainforest. Have you found? What kind of forest? ¿Qué clase de bosque? O sea,
¿Será bosque nativo?
Bosque nativo, yes, or I have found something else. Rain means what? That there is a lot of rain. What kind of climate? What kind of climate?
Tropical.
Tropical, yes, tropical forest, ¿sí? Una selva muy húmeda, tropical. Remember the area in which the Amazon is. So it's a tropical forest, usually tall, densely growing, broad-leaved evergreen trees. So, árboles que tienen todas estas características in an area of high annual rainfall. It's an area in which it rains a lot. Therefore, the trees are tall, dense, ¿sí? Son árboles grandes, densos, con muchas hojas. Okay, so we are going to write down our definition. What is a rainforest? A tropical. Come on. What is a rainforest? A tropical.
La selva tropical, no sé.
Yes, a tropical forest. Yes. In which, how are the rains? ¿Cómo son las lluvias? In which, okay, we have in the chat. A tropical forest. Yes, Phoebe, what is the tropical forest? It's a forest in which it rains. ¿Cómo llueve? It rains. Un adverbio. ¿Cómo llueve en la rainforest? There are many trees. Yes, of course, there are many trees. In which there are many trees. Very good. And it rains. ¿Cómo? And it rains. In which images and in which it rains. ¿Qué adverbio pondríamos ahí? ¿Cómo llueve en la rainforest? Ajá.
Intensamente.
Intensely, yes.
Está bien.
Heavily as well, yes. Excellent. Carbon dioxide. A lot. Yes, Phoebe, it rains a lot. Yes, exactly. But we are looking for amazing language. Yes, awesome language. Palabras que son maravillosas, más intensas que a lot. A lot is very common. Another level. Carbon dioxide means, check in the dictionary.
A colorless, odorless, incombustible gas. CO2.
Yes,
Present in the atmosphere.
Carbon dioxide is.
Yep.
It's
a colorless, odorless.
Color, yes. Colorless significa without color. ¿Sí? No tiene color. Colorless.
Odorless.
Odor, yes. Okay, another adjective. Odorless, sin.
Incombustible.
¿Qué es odor? Ajá, ¿Y qué es odor? What is odor?
Odor.
Odorless. Es without smell.
Sí.
Que sin ningún olor. Yes. Sin color, sin olor. Ajá. Combustible. Combustible. Gas. Yes. Yes, the gas que es combustible. Yes. Farming, that we need to eliminate. Yes. Una fórmula química. Yes. Esa fórmula. Yes. Es CO, sí, tiene una fórmula química. What is farming? What are they going to do in the Amazon? ¿Por qué quieren la deforestación? Why are they trying to get deforestation of the area? What is farm? We were looking at, remember, animals, farm animals. ¿Se acuerdan que veíamos? Animales de. You asked me about this question. ¿Qué eran los farm? It has animals that are.
Es de agricultura, like this.
Agricultura, yes, agricultura. So farm es una granja, yes, para la agricultura. ¿Y en dónde criamos? Animales. Do you remember the animals that grow in a farm? Yes. So farming, so land dedicated to, or the action of, working the land, yes? Working the land, yes, with culture, sí, cultivos. Yes, and mining, the action of working where? Here in Chile you have a lot.
Yes, la minería.
Yes, working, yes, in the mines, yes, en las minas, the mines, under the earth, yes, en la zona subterránea, yes.
Okay. I'm kind of lost.
Yes,
the
Vanessa.
president of Brazil want to cut all the trees and made a farm or what?
Farm, yes. So they want to dedicate the area to farming. Claro.
Really?
Yes, of course. This is happening in the Amazon. Yes.
Amazon is the lung of the world. What?
Yes, of course. The lungs, yeah, los pulmones. Exactly. That's what the video already shows you. Yeah, you are going to watch the video again. Yes. Now you have more explanation about the words. Remember the words you already know. Yes. You know fire, wildfire, flood, but in this case they are not causing a flood, but they are causing fires for deforestation. ¿Sí? Una forma de deforestar es con los grandes incendios. Okay, so you have the words already. You have more words in the previous class, and your task is to write 100 words. Yes, about your reflections. Okay, let us use the Padlet again. Or I do not know whether we have Padlets for everyone, so that you can write there and we can all read. And we will explain the sentences. Now let me check. No Padlet. Okay, so we have 2 Padlets. Okay. All right, so we have three. And, okay, three groups. Copy. All right, copy this part. Oh, all right. All right, let me check. So we have this one. All right. I am editing the Padlet so we can continue working there with other Padlets, let us say, with other streams. All right. So now, so I have three Padlets for you to work. Okay, let us share the link. Do you have the link for the Padlet? So you work there, watch in groups. You watch the video again. I will share with you the Padlet. Each one of you will work in one Padlet, each group, to write these 100 words about what you see, your reflections. Free writing, yeah, so feel free. The topic is deforestation of Amazon, rainforest. So you're free. Okay, but you have 10 minutes for this because we have to check the sentences. Yes, and I have to explain to you some tasks that you will be, sentences you will be rewriting. All right. Chat. In the chat, I am sharing with you the link to the Padlet. Okay. All right, the Padlet. So you will have Padlet. Oh. Oops, I need to go back to the Padlet. Back. So I would like to see your results. Okay, let me check again my browser. I have been organizing my browser. Okay. So we have here your writings. So I have Daphne and I have another one. Romina and Vanessa. I still need Phoebe. Okay, we will start with the girls the ones that completed the task. Okay. All right, so I will share the screen. Okay. Daphne, would you like to start reading your thoughts?
We have a fear about this video. In Brazil, there is a problem in the deforestation of Amazonas. It's very worrying because it's the green pulmonary of the world.
Of the green lung. Lung es pulmón. Lung. L-U-N-G. Lung. It's the green lung of the world.
But we have a hope.
And this is a fear.
Is in Brazil have a target of the decrease of the deforestation, and they need to fulfill this goal.
Yes.
Because we need more trees while clean up carbon dioxide in the world.
We need more trees to clean up carbon dioxide in the world. Yes, exactly. Yes. So they have an objective, yes, a target of decreasing. Imagine always minus, yes. The prefix D is minus. Deforestation, minus forest, decrease, less amount of. Yes, so they are decreasing the deforestation, or they have that target, but they have to fulfill that target. Okay, excellent. Yes, so there is little hope. Sí, hay una pequeña esperanza. Okay. Then Romina and Vanessa, explain yours. Do you read?
Yeah. We are in disagree with the Brazil president because he wants to deforest the Amazon, which is our green lung, and without it, we will have 100% more carbon dioxide, which could kill us. And we think the Amazon can be target of many of deforestation to make a farm in there. We as a population of the earth, we have to look here. Yeah,
Earth.
Look at Earth. We have to look out for it and care about make even bigger the Amazon.
Yes, so we have to stop. Yes, we have to be aware of this deforestation and how it can cause the damage to our health. Yes, absolutely. Okay, and then finally is Krishna, the other one, number
Yes.
2. Okay, Krishna, we listen to you.
It's Phoebe.
Phoebe, Phoebe.
The carbon dioxide has been destroying our world, and especially the last years. In the Amazons, there were biggest fires, and people were working in deforestation. So all of this has been being worse for us, and we can see in the stations changes today. Hope things get better soon.
Okay, perfect. Yes, so yes, we have seen deforestation still, yes, and climate change, yes, and stations, yes, yes, you see the year, yes, the summer, winter, yes, those have changed, so that because of the climate change, and that is what you're referring to. So excellent. What I will do is to copy all of these writings, copy on Word with your names for you to analyze after we have a discussion about sentence writing. Yes, apart from the meaning, which is clear and we all understand the meaning, remember that we are also trying to get you to write good sentences so that you can also be accurate, which is another level, yes, towards proficiency. And so you need to acquire that level of proficiency in which it is not only the meaning you are transmitting, but it's also the the correctness, yes, of your the accuracy of your discourse. So we have shared and we have explained these ideas, and now we're going to see something we already discussed last semester. I think the last semester of last year, talking about grammar and sentence structure and the types of sentences that there are. So the first sentence we are going to, the first element we're going to analyze is the independent clause. An independent clause, so all of the sentences, the normal sentences, ¿sí? Las oraciones, what we understand by sentences are clauses. They're called clauses, son cláusulas. That's also another way of mentioning them. And they are independent. What does it mean that a clause, a sentence is independent? Anyone can read? Phoebe? What is an independent clause?
I don't know, nothing's come to my mind.
But read here, you have it there, you have some help. Ahí está, ¿lo pueden ver en la pantalla? Can you see the screen?
Yes, an independent clause can stand alone as a sentence.
Clause,
it contains
una cláusula, clause. Yes, can stand alone. Yes, it can be alone, yes. It contains a subject, a verb, and it is a, here in color. What is it?
Idea.
A complete idea. Excellent. So every time I'm writing a sentence, I think, what do I want to say? ¿Sí? Pienso lo que quiero decir. I also think the words, as in the case of the rainforest. What are the words I'm going to use? The meaning. What is the meaning I am trying to convey? But also, I think that it has a complete idea and the elements the basic elements of a sentence to have a complete idea. So for example, I wrote here very simple sentences. Of course, you can think of and write much more complex sentences. Yes, these are very simple, but to illustrate the point. I cook spaghetti. Yes, so I have a subject, a verb, and an object. And this is the basic sentence structure. From here, we have everything else that we will have in English, even a complete thesis, a complete essay, a complete book. Everything is based on this simple structure. So this is good news for you because you have to really learn very few structures to be able to write and elaborate any discourse in English. He reads many books. Emma and Jerry are husband and wife. And those are examples of complete ideas, independent sentences. And you have written some complete sentences as well. Which sentence have you written that is complete in your writings? You have? Which is this, an example? Let us read this one. I always, the first one here. Here, this one.
I was thinking in Daphne. In Brazil,
Daphne?
there is a problem.
Yes, in Brazil, there is a problem. There is a problem in Brazil. Perfect. That's a complete sentence. Independent. Yes. So in Brazil, this prepositional phrase I can write at the end, at the beginning. Excellent. That's an excellent. Brief, to the point, academic style English. So the English would love this sentence. And this one is also a good sentence. Can you read?
The carbon dioxide has been destroying our world, and especially the last years.
Yes, I would say especially. Yes, because this and is causing a little bit problems. Just to give you a hint, you will have to correct this. Yes, after we discuss, especially in the last years. So that would be a complete sentence. Yes, carbon dioxide has been destroying our world. So subject, verb, object in the last years. Yes, prepositional phrase. So excellent. You already have this idea. We have been talking about this. It's not new. Only we have to become aware when we write. Yes, that's the only thing, but we know these things. A person, what is a subject? We start with it can be anything, a person, animal, place, thing, a concept. Yes, carbon dioxide, deforestation, hope. So it can be also something abstract or concrete. That's an action or something happens. Some subjects do not comply with an action, but they are subjects nevertheless. So they determine the subject in a sentence by asking the question who or what. So who are we talking about or what are we talking about? I, so here is I. This is what I'm talking about, myself. I cook spaghetti is the action I do. He is the subject. He reads books. So he and the read is the action. In the cases of the Padlet, there is a problem. So there is the subject. Is a special kind of subject mentioning that there is something we're going to talk about. There is a problem. And then carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide will be our subject because we're talking about something. What? Carbon dioxide has been causing problems, destroying the world, something like that. So what? What are we talking about? Perfect. So every time I am going to write a sentence, I think of a subject. Yes, it is not possible to write without a subject. En inglés no hay posibilidades de no tener sujeto. O sea, el sujeto siempre está. Un concepto, una idea, una acción nominalizada, por ejemplo, una acción que se vuelve un sujeto. Reading books is important. Something simple, yes? But all of these options are subjects. I have to have a subject. No way out. Yes, sé que no hay otra posibilidad. No puedo empezar si no tengo el sujeto. Si no tengo el sujeto, something's wrong. Yes. Okay, for you to think, reflect, and react. Okay, so carbon dioxide, reading books, learning English. And then you have complex subjects. You have the woman with a hat under the on the beach. You can have complex subjects as well. But the important thing is that you're talking about a who or a what. Okay. The verb. The verb is the action, something we say about that who or what. Yes, expresses what the person, animal, place, thing, concept does or is. Yes, because we also have the verb to be. So we don't disregard this. Determine the verb by asking the question, what was the action, or what happened, or what is, or yes. So what is good? The movie, in the case of the verb to be. Yes. I cook spaghetti. Yes. What was the action I did? I cooked. Yes. So here, cook. What is the action he did? Read. Or what is the action he does? Read. Yes, this is the action. In the case of is, it's not a verb of action. ¿Sí? No es un verbo de acción, el verbo to be, pero es un verbo. Yes, so it's also sometimes referred to as copula or linking verb. It links the subject, yes, to a complement or the predicate of the sentence. And we have the same in Spanish con el verbo ser o estar. ¿Sí? Es un verbo copulativo. We call the same in Spanish. Okay. Une este sujeto con este adjetivo, ¿verdad? Entonces estoy diciendo, expresando esa, una cualidad de la película. And this is very simple, but you also have, yes, carbon dioxide has been destroying. So what has carbon dioxide been doing? Destroy. So that's my verb. I always need this action, yes. There is a problem, well, in the case of is, yes. So you always need this verb in the middle, whether it's an action verb or not an action verb. You can have the verb understand, the verb think, but they are still verbs. Not always implying action. ¿Sí? Los verbos no siempre implican una acción, pero siempre están presentes. Okay, so we have subject, verb. No, there is no other option. Okay. Finally, we have an object. The object is more flexible. There are verbs that do not have an object. ¿Sí? Eso también sucede en español, ¿no? Hay verbos que no tienen objeto. Pero si hay un objeto, va después del verbo. ¿Ok? Eso sí, también. Ok, both things. Some verbs have objects, others don't. But if there is an object, it's next to the verb. Yes, always. The carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide has been destroying the world, has been polluting the air. So I need a verb of action and an object. Here I cook spaghetti. This is my object. Okay, do you follow the explanations?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so a person, animal, the object is a person, animal, place, thing, or concept that receives the action. Determine the object in a sentence by asking the question, the subject, yes, the subject did what? So, or to whom? So I, the subject, what did I do? Cook, or what do? I cook. What is that result? What do I cook? Spaghetti. I cook pizza. I cook, I don't know, whatever. A stew. So always I have something here to receive the action of cooking. Because cook is a transitive verb. Es un verbo que tiene un objeto. En español igual. So cocino espagueti. Yo cocino, qué sé yo, ¿verdad? Un guiso. También se puede decir yo cocino. That's also possible. Pero es un verbo transitivo. Sí admite un objeto. Y lo mismo el verbo leer. I read, he reads books. Yeah? So we have a result. Some other verbs, so something that is a result. Sometimes there are verbs that are not transitive, intransitive verbs. For example, people die. What happens with the verb die? La gente muere. Muere, morir es un verbo intransitivo. ¿Por qué? Hay un objeto después de morir. Un objeto, yes. O simplemente ahí está completada la acción. What do you think? En español es lo mismo. ¿Qué pasa después del verbo morir? ¿Hay un objeto? ¿Cómo decimos en español?
Ed.
No, no es el verbo, sí, ese es el verbo, el pasado, pero ¿qué hay después? ¿Hay otra palabra o es el final de la oración?
El final de la oración.
Exactamente, Paola. Puede ser el final de la oración, people die, porque yo no tengo un objeto después del verbo morir. El verbo morir es un verbo intransitivo, no tiene objeto directo, pero sí puede tener una preposición. Lo que hablábamos al comienzo de Afganistán, people die in Afganistán. Puedo tener un lugar. Perdón. Pero no tengo un objeto. El verbo morir es un verbo intransitivo. En español también. Verbo morir y el verbo die en inglés. Son intransitivos. No tienen objeto. Pero sí pueden tener complementos. Sí pueden tener complementos de lugar, de forma, de modo, de tiempo. Prepositional phrases. Ok. Entonces, este es un verbo que no tiene objeto. Remember, yes, if I write here next, it means it doesn't have an object. ¿Sí? Pero sí sigue la estructura. Sujeto, verbo y finalmente una frase preposicional, pero no tiene objeto. Pero sigue esa estructura. No puedo poner el verbo primero, esas cosas. Ok. Then the prepositional phrase is a phrase that begins with a preposition. In, at, for, yes, until, during, that modifies a word in a sentence. A prepositional phrase answers one of many questions, as for example, where, when, in what way. Y the same we do in Spanish. También tenemos los complementos de lugar, de tiempo, de modo. So I cook spaghetti for dinner. He reads many books in the library. People die in Afghanistan. This is another case of prepositional phrase. Ok. Básicamente, esta es la estructura de todas las oraciones. Yo puedo tener más palabras, puedo tener verbos en presente perfecto, en pasado perfecto, continuo, pero sigo teniendo esta estructura, sujeto, verbo, objeto. Puedo tener muchos objetos, puedo tener más complejidad en la oración, pero esa es la base. Y con esa base nosotros vamos creando discursos más complejos. Una vez que sabemos esta base, podemos hacer de todo en la lengua, todos los discursos complejos que queramos. Pero si no tengo esta estructura, ahí no tengo la buena base para seguir en el discurso. Entonces, a sentence must have a complete idea. Si hay una oración que tiene algo de estos que falta, no es completa la idea. Ok, it's not a complete idea. And stands alone, yes, está sola, no depende de otra, porque también podemos tener oraciones que dependen de otras, eso también vamos a ver, pero una oración completa está sola, tiene una idea completa. This is also called an independent clause. ¿Sí? Clause o sentence. ¿Sí? Se usa mucho en gramática, clause. He obtained his degree. So he obtained his degree. And this is the case of subject. What do I have here? Obtain. What is
Verb.
Verb. And what did he obtain? Object?
Object.
Yes, the degree. Yes, he obtained his degree. Or he got a prize. Different ones. And this is the structure. Subject, verb. She died, for example, is the case of an intransitive verb. Yo ahí puedo terminar la oración y está bien, tengo sujeto, verbo. Esa es una. Sujeto, verbo, objeto. She completed her literature review. She completed her task. She completed the writing, the exercise, the test, whatever. Yes, complete es un verbo que tiene objetos, un verbo transitivo. They organized information, so organize is also a transitive verb, también es un verbo transitivo. They organized the information on the poster. Yes, prepositional phrase. So I can add more elements, but the basis has to be there. Yes, tengo que tener esta base y ahí puedo agregar más, ¿sí? They organize the information on the poster. ¿Qué más puedo agregar acá? For the presentation. For the presentation at school. So I can continue writing longer sentences, more descriptive. Pero la base, ¿verdad? Yo tengo que tener esta base. Puedo tener una oración con muchos detalles. Pero la base tiene que estar ahí. Esto aquí está la información principal de mi oración. Entonces, cuando voy a escribir una oración, me fijo esa oración básica que yo quiero dar. ¿Sí? Eso básico que quiero decir, luego puedo aumentar algún otro elemento para completarla más. But the
Teacher,
basic information is there. Yes, Phoebe?
There is a structure to follow when we want to write a paragraph.
Yes, also paragraph, but we will see later. Yes, there is a structure for a paragraph. So we start at the sentence and then we revise the paragraph. Yes.
Ah, okay.
And also with Professor Alejandra, you were doing some things in paragraph, she told me. Entonces ustedes no están en cero, tenemos que organizar los componentes, pero ustedes ya saben bastante de esto. Okay, and then there is a compound sentence, but okay, I am afraid that we have a little time, but what I wanted to do is to check one thing, is that you have in your writings, ¿sí? Esa va a ser una de las tareas. En sus escritos, oraciones completas, yes, oraciones que tengan esta estructura, ¿verdad? Oraciones completas y que terminen en un punto que puede ser seguido o aparte, a full stop. Eso van a ser de revisión de los escritos de ustedes que tienen, que yo los voy a copiar en Word para que los puedan rever y corregir. On the other hand, we can also have a simple sentence or a compound sentence, and we also saw this compound sentence when we have two independent clauses. For example, with a coordinating conjunction like and, ¿sí? Este and puede unir dos oraciones simples. Laura completed her homework, and she created her presentation. So I can add with and or with but. Yes. The students studied English. They studied English verbs, past tenses, but they missed the past perfect progressive. Se estudiaron todos los verbos, los aspectos, pero se olvidaron esto. So the coordinating conjunctions that you have here, I also shared this with you. Ustedes lo vieron el año pasado. These coordinating conjunctions join two sentences that are parallel, yes, with the same subject, with the same structure, yes, always subject, verb, object, subject, verb, object, yes. Por eso se llaman coordinating conjunctions. Coordinan dos oraciones que se pueden coordinar porque son paralelas, tienen la misma estructura, se refieren a lo mismo. Okay, so they are compound sentences. Son oraciones compuestas, nosotros tenemos lo mismo en español. Las estudiantes vieron un video y ellas escribieron una reflexión. Lo mismo decimos en español, ¿sí? Sujeto, verbo, objeto, sujeto, verbo, objeto. Y una coordinación en el medio. Entonces tenemos las coordinating conjunctions, que son estas, fanboys, ¿yes? No, y se las pueden aprender, yes? For, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Y este es el significado. También for is like the meaning because. And in addition, ya lo habíamos visto también el lunes con con el análisis que hicieron en esa tarea. In addition, nor es not, ¿sí? Es otro no, como un doble negativo. But es however, sin embargo, pero no, otra cosa. Or es either, es esto o esto, el significado either, uno de los dos. Yet es el significado but. En vez de usar but, puedo usar yet. Y so es therefore, por lo tanto. Ok. All right. Y vamos a tener espacio, yo creo, para poder practicarlas a todas las coordinating conjunctions. Pero por lo pronto, solucionemos dos problemas, nos enfoquemos en dos problemas que pueden tener las oraciones de ustedes. Okay, so we have two problems we might have. A sentence fragment. What is a sentence fragment? What is it?
Short sentence?
No, it's not short. What is a fragment in Spanish? You have it here.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Yes, un fragmento. That's a problem. So you have to read your sentences and see if they are complete or a fragment. Yes. If you don't have this structure, you have a fragment. Yes. So when I read your writing, I will write a comment. This is a fragment. See? Okay. Watch out. A fragment. Falta algún elemento. Yes. So it usually lacks either a subject, a verb, or some kind of clause that is not independent. Yes. So for example, the cases like because, but for example here, studying very hard on weekends. Aquí tengo un verbo transformado en un nominalizado, very hard. Yo estoy diciendo aquí un adverbio de studying. On weekends es un tiempo, pero no tengo una oración completa. ¿Qué me falta acá? Tengo un sujeto, parte de un sujeto.
An object.
No, y más importante, quizá no necesite object, pero sí necesito
Verb.
¿qué? Un verbo. Acá no tengo ningún verbo. Me puedo confundir con studying, pero studying en esa posición es un sustantivo, así que no es un verbo. Studying very hard on weekends is very hard. Yes. I don't like, podríamos decir, studying very hard on weekends. Esto es solamente una parte de la oración. No es toda la oración. So be careful. Por ejemplo, work very hard during the week. Is this complete? ¿Puedo empezar con el verbo? No. ¿Qué me faltaría en ese caso?
El sujeto.
El sujeto. Yes. Y esto sucede en lo que escribimos. Muchas veces escribimos rápido y nos olvidamos del sujeto. They work very hard during the week. Recuerden que el inglés también usa mucho el it, el there, como there is a problem. Tenemos otros tipos de sujeto. No pueden faltar. Hay que ocupar un espacio delante del verbo. Si el verbo is, it is, very late, por ejemplo. Necesito ese espacio completo. There is a problem. Necesito ese pronombre que está delante del verbo. No puede estar el verbo solo. Si yo tengo un verbo is solo y no hay nada delante, esa oración no es una oración. Es a fragment. Yes?
Profe, y puede ser así como work very hard during the week make us getting tired. Or...
Ajá, yes. Studying very hard on weekends. Studying. Oops. Sí. Necesitamos un verbo ahí. Tenemos solamente toda esta frase nominal, todo este sujeto, pero no tenemos verbo. Studying very hard on weekends. Este otro caso lo vamos a ver después. On weekends makes us very tired. Yes. Very tired. Excellent. Y tenemos el color coding. Entonces todo esto es el sujeto. Studying very hard. Studying very hard on weekends. Makes, este es el verbo. Yes. Causa algo. ¿Cuál es el objeto? The object. No, makes us
tired.
No, que está después del verbo. Pegadito al verbo. No lo puedo separar. ¿Quién es el objeto acá de make?
Us.
Us, of course. Us, nosotros somos el objeto, a nosotros nos causa. Very tired sería un complemento acá como el complemento, claro, como el complemento que va después de is, ¿sí? Entonces, siempre, es la base, ¿sí? Sujeto, verbo, objeto. Y estamos teniendo acá un sujeto compuesto, complejo, ¿verdad? No es un sujeto simple. Pero igualmente yo tengo la estructura. Eso era lo que quería que presten atención. No importa cuán compleja sea ciertas partes de la oración, tengo la estructura base, que es sujeto, verbo, objeto. Yes? We have very little time. Aunque sea, por ejemplo, aquí abstracto, ¿sí? El tiempo no es algo concreto, no es que tengo algo concreto, es abstracto. Ok, esa es la base, ese es un problema. Acá tenemos más fragments, vamos a revisar la semana que viene. Y el otro problema es run on. Y este es otro problema muy grave que también tenemos en español. Un problema que es que la oración no termina nunca, no termina, no hay punto. Yes? Do you recall? Si vimos esto el año pasado también. Yes. A run-on sentence is a sentence in which two or more independent clauses are written one after another with no punctuation or with incorrect punctuation, with a comma. Yes, comma, comma, comma. For example, it's called comma splice. So this is a run-on sentence. My professor read my paper. She said it was excellent. Where is the problem? We don't. No, we need more than a comma. No, no necesitamos coma. ¿Qué necesitamos? Está mal la puntuación. Tenemos dos oraciones separadas, que deberían ser independientes, pero las tenemos juntas. So two sentences that should be independent, but we have them together.
Connector?
My professor read my paper. She said it was excellent. And perfect, excellent. We have coordinating conjunction. ¿Qué más podemos tener acá? Además de esto. What else?
Profe, yo me tengo que retirar porque tengo
Sí,
que ir a
sí.
echar la olla. No he pelado ni una papa. Tengo que alimentar.
Sí, sí, es verdad, es verdad. Ya terminamos. Entonces, wait 1 second. We are okay, so in order to finish, we will keep on revising because we still need to revise coordinating conjunctions and discourse markers, but we will continue working next week. For the time being, you will have to revise a fragment. When the sentence is a fragment, something is missing, is incomplete, or when it is a run-on. That means you have many sentences together, 1, 2, 3, and you never have, for example, a conjunction or a full stop, yes, or a comma, yes. So think that you need some kind of punctuation, and you need to finish the sentence at a certain point. Yes, if you have like 3, 4 lines without a full stop, you are wrong. ¿Sí? 4, 5 líneas en inglés sin un punto, seguramente no está bien esa oración. Es demasiado larga. En inglés no se escriben oraciones tan largas. Yes, okay. So pay attention. We will continue with more exercises, but for the time being, you will have correction run-on sentences, yes, to do. And that will be check, corrections. Check your, check out fragments and run-on sentences. ¿Sí? Las dos cosas. Se van a fijar en las dos cosas, fragments and run-on sentences. Entonces, cuando yo haga correcciones y diga, this is a fragment, significa hay algo incompleto. Y si es un run-on, es que están todas juntas, seguidas, y ningún punto, o ninguna coma, o ninguna coordinación, una conjunción, o algún discourse marker, ¿sí? Algún marca del discurso que me indique que algo se termina y empieza otra cosa nueva. Okay, so read again. So read again your writings about deforestation in Brazil, and make the corrections and check, esto que decimos en el título, and check out fragments and run-on sentences. Se fijan, esta es la run-on que decía la profesora. La tengo que corregir, ¿ok? And run-on sentences. Yes, se fijan si hay algo que está, esto está mal, esto no se entiende, esto es todo, no, tengo que hacer un cambio. ¿Ok? And you will explain this on the next class. Next Friday. ¿Sí? Los viernes que hagamos esto, porque el lunes tenemos otro tema. Remember, we have different topics. Okay, so read again your writings and about deforestation in Brazil, and check out fragments and run-on sentences. Make the corrections and be ready to share next Friday. O sea, ahí empezamos el próximo viernes. Empezamos de ahí la revisión y más ejercitación. All right, I promise. We will have more more examples. And so your writings will be on Educandos on the task. ¿Sí? Yo las voy a subir a la tarea y ahí las van a encontrar, las bajan, las descargan, hacen las correcciones y vuelven a subir. Yes? Everyone?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, all right. Okay, so something you learned today quickly? Algo que aprendimos hoy?
About deforestation in Brazil.
Deforestation in Brazil, yes, exactly. Yes, about deforestation and about sentences, a little bit. Okay, we learned just to write a sentence. We learned about deforestation in Brazil, and we learned about writing sentences, about sentence writing. So this is the object. Sentence writing. So always subject, verb, object, and preposition. Yes. Conjunction, subject, verb, object. Yes? Do you follow?
Yes.
Yes, so always in your head. That will help you a lot to organize your ideas and your writing. Otherwise, if it is disorganized, then we cannot understand your meaning. Yes, so think of meaning. And the agreements will be then again, as we said before, read again the whole PPT. Remember, the PPT is your reminder of all the contents. Yes, the exercises, the links you have to revise. So always have the PPT ready to revise and to have it there at hand.
Teacher, you will
upload. I will upload everything. Yes, to Educando.
no, validate the send of the result.
Yes, to send the results. Yes, it will be a task. Yes.
Okay.
So download apart from what we said, download the PPT and revise exercises. Yes. And revise the content. Siempre we don't have a book here, so we have the PPT to organize our content, the knowledge, the everything we are discussing, and revise the slides on sentence writing. Vuelvan a revisar cómo escribo la oración. Yes, on sentence writing. Read your writings and make the corrections. Yes, okay. Any questions? Any questions? So you will have everything on Educandos. Yes. Upload your results of the test, your test results to the task that I will create. Yes. Yo los mostré temprano, lo mostré rápido, cómo estaba explicado el link del examen y que ahí debajo iba a crear la tarea para subir esa foto. Y luego van a tener la otra tarea para los writings. Yes. Download your writings. From a task on Educandos. Okay. Upload your test to a task on Educandos. Cada tarea va a tener su nombre. Okay, so you check the name and you upload your tasks. Okay, are you clear? Do we need to? Yes. Question?
Yes.
Paola?
No.
Okay. So next workshop, we will start again with the sentences, the exercises on sentences, coordinating conjunctions, and discourse markers, yes, to focus on how to combine those sentences, ¿sí? Cómo combinamos las oraciones, cómo las hacemos más complejas. Okay, are we ready? Are we clear?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, okay. See you on Monday. We will check everything on Monday. I will check this information about your what you asked me about your uniform.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
big kiss,
teacher. Have a
girls.
good weekend.
Bye.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye.
Big kiss. Take care.
Bye, teacher.
Bye bye.